Welcome to today's math lesson, wherein we continue to practice long division. Today's learning target, I can use long division to divide larger amounts into smaller equal-sized groups. The main difference in the division we do today is in the size of the divisor. Today's divisors are going to be 2 digits, and that'll change just a couple of things. What it won't change, however, are our division steps. These same 4 steps, divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down, remain in place, and we're going to continue to follow them. Let's get started with this first of 2 practice problems. All right, first step, we must divide. How many groups of 19 can we make from 4? Wait a second. How many groups of 19 can I make from 4? If I have 4 jelly beans, how many groups of 19 can I make? The answer is 0. Right, none. So, what do we do? Well, we have a couple choices. One thing we can do is write the 0. 0 groups of 19. That's our division step. And now we multiply. Okay, what is 0 groups of 19? Well, that's 0. There's our multiplication step. We'll write the 0 below the 4, and then we'll subtract right here. 4 minus 0 is 4, and then we'll bring down the next digit, the 1. Okay, now I have 41. How many groups of 19 are there in 41? But wait, hold on. I see 2 41s here. There's a 41 I just made, but there's a 41 right here because all I did was bring down the same digits, the 4 and the 1. So why was I doing everything else here? Well, the answer is you don't actually have to use the 0. You don't have to multiply by 0. You don't have to write the 0 here. You don't have to subtract the 0 from the 4. You don't have to rewrite the 4. You don't have to bring down the 1. You can skip all of that. Do you want to know how? It's kind of cool. Check this out. Let me start back over here. I'm going to erase this here. All right. And I'm going to erase this, this 0 here. And I'll erase all of my multiplication here. Okay, so check this out. When I ask myself the question, how many groups of 19 can I make from 4? I got the answer 0. So what I can do is I can write the 0 in here as a placeholder, but then I'm going to jump right to the next digit. I'm going to add in the 1. And check this out. Look what I have for number, 41. And that's just what I ended up with when I went through all 4 division steps earlier, right? I don't actually have to do the division steps to end up with the same dividend, 41. And now I ask myself, how many groups of 19 are there in 41? The answer, of course, is 2. 2. How did I know that so quick? How did I know that so quick? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. I didn't actually divide 41 by 19. That'd be a little bit too hard for me. What I did was I rounded. I rounded 19 to 20, and I rounded 41 to 40. And then I asked myself, how many groups of 20 are there in 40? And that's how I got the 2. And rounding is going to be an important tool for you to use as well as we divide these with 2-digit divisors. All right, so let me go ahead and erase that. Now, I got some check marks already here, right, from earlier, right? So let's just go through here. We've already done the 41 divided by 19. That's 2. So that's division right there. Let's go to multiply now. 2 times 19. And here's one more difference. You might have to do a bit of multiplication here. A lot of this stuff won't be mental math today because we're not using single digits in our divisors, right? So let's see here. 2 times 9, that's 18. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 1, plus the 1 is 3. 19 times 2 is 38. So I'll write the 38 underneath the 41, being careful to line up all my digits. And that's my multiplication step, okay? Now I need to subtract. So let's do that. 41 minus 38. That's, let's see here, 3, 1, that's 11 minus 8 is 3. That's my subtraction step. That's done now too. Cool. And now I just need to bring down the next number, the 5, right there. Okay. And there's my bring down step. Now I can go back to the top and start over. How many groups of 19 are there in 35? Well, let's see. 2 groups of 19 is 38. That's too big. So I guess there can only be 1 group of 19. So let's just write the 1 above the 5. Again, notice how I'm keeping my place values all lined up. Nice and neat. All right. 1 times 19. Let's see here. That's the second division step. 1 group of 19 and 35. Now I'm going to multiply. 19 times 1. Well, that's 19. I can do that in my head, can't I? That's 19. Write that underneath. Now I'm going to move on to subtract. 35 minus 19. Well, let's see. 9 minus 5. I can't do that. So I'll borrow 1 from the 3. Leave 2. Bring 1 10 over there and make it 10 ones. 10 ones plus 5 ones is 15. 15 minus 19. That's 6. And 2 minus 1 is 1. 16. Okay. That's my subtraction step. And now I have to bring down. Last step. I'm going to bring down this 8. Nice and neat. Straight down into this remainder. And now I have 168. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Are you telling me, Mr. Duranis, that I now have to go back to the top and divide 168 by 19? That's like a whole other problem in and of itself. Wait a second. Yeah. Unfortunately, the answer is yes. When it comes to 2-digit divisors, things do get a little bit more work, a little bit trickier. So I'm going to go back to this strategy here, rounding. Do you remember when I rounded this to 20 and this to 40? And I said, how many 20s are in 40? I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to round this to 180. 168 is going to become 180. And 19 is going to become 20 again. 19 will become 20. And now I can ask myself, let's see. I'm going to back up here. This 19 here will become 20. And now I can ask myself, how many groups of 20 are there in 180? Well, I know what 2 times 9 is 18. So I'm going to say there's 9 groups. I'm going to say 9 19s in 168. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see. I'm going to put 9. That's division. And then 19 times 9. I'm not going to try that in my head. No way. Let's see. 9 times 9 is 81. So there's 1. Carry the 8. And then 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 8 is 171. Wait a second. 171 is too big. I only have 168. Even with estimating, I still got it wrong. Oh, all right. Well, let's try 1 less. I got to go a little bit lower. So let's go with 8 groups of 19. 8 groups of 19. Let's see here. 19 times 8. 8 times 9 is 72. There's a 2. Carry the 7. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 7 is 150. 15. So that works. So now that's my division step. Now I'm going to multiply. I just multiplied, didn't I? Right here. 19 times 8 is 152. And then I'm going to subtract 168 minus 152. These numbers are so big. 8 minus 2 is 6. And 6 minus 5 is 1. Here we go. I subtracted, and now all I have to do is bring down the next number. And there is no next number. Look at that. Nothing. I'm done. This is my remainder. My final quotient is 218, remainder 16. Oh my gosh, that was so big. Do you see all the extra work we have to do as soon as we jump to 2-digit divisors? We got to start multiplying on paper. We got to do a little bit of rounding. Things get a little bit trickier today. All right, let's try one more together. Oh, no. A 5-digit dividend, 33,401. All right, we can do this. Don't panic. We're going to follow these same 4 steps. All right, here we go. How many 15s are in 33? You're right, 2. 2 15s is 30. 33 minus 30 is 3. We're going to bring down the 4 and ask ourselves how many 15s are in 34. Answer, 2. Remember my comma up here. 2 15s is 30. Subtract. We have 4 left over. Bring down the 0. How many 15s in 40? 2. 2 15s is 30. subtract, have 10 left over, bring down the 1. How many 15s in 101? Ooh, well, let's see. I'm going to have to do a little guess and check there. 15 times, I'm going to guess 6. 15 times 6. Let's see. 6 times 5 is 30. There's a 0. Carry the 3. 6 times, yep, I think I'm right. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 90. Yep. So I'm going to go with 6 groups of 15. That's 90. I'm going to subtract that away. I ran out of space. But 101 minus 90 is 11. So I'm going to have a remainder of 11. My final quotient is 2,226. Remainder 11. Wow, oh wow. Now, look at this. My digits are lined up. When I brought things down, they were straight. And the steps just repeated over and over again. It's the same 4 steps, no matter how big the dividend, no matter how big the divisor. Learn these 4 steps, and you'll never go wrong. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to using long division to divide larger amounts into smaller, equal-sized groups. We can work together if you'd like to, but let me know if you need help. All right, let's do this.